Thanks for making the Locked On Ole Miss podcast your first listen every day. We're free and available wherever you get your podcast, including YouTube. We're part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every single day. Hello, I'm Stephen Willis from the Locked On Ole Miss podcast, and I'm joined by Tom Vanderford for his weekly segment on Ole Miss sports. And we got a lot to talk about this week, Tommy.
Oh, yeah. A lot.
Yeah, and I guess we can start with the basketball game tonight because it's going to be a big basketball game. Ole Miss absolutely has to have it. You know, anybody, everydayers that listen to my show know that I hate the term must win, especially in January. But once you hit this part of your schedule, the second part of February, that's where must wins actually exist. And Ole Miss has one of those must wins against the Missouri Tigers.
Yes, I completely agree. We've got Missouri twice, one home, one away, and we really need to win both of them. I mean, Missouri's not a great ball club, and we should be able to beat them, but should and will are two different things.
Yeah. This is a game that I would say that as well. Ole Miss should win this game. They should win on the road. This even is the can, should, and will. We're at the should area in this one. I'm not saying they will, but they should be in pretty good shape to get it done. Now, Ole Miss wins. Let's say they beat Missouri twice. And that means they have to go 3-2 pretty much in their last 5 games. Mississippi State, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, and Texas A&M are those 5 games. Ole Miss can go 5-2 of those games, can't they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We've got enough of them at home. South Carolina's at home, of course. A&M's at home. It's going to be hard to beat State at the hump. I'm not saying it can't be done, but it's going to be hard to do that. So, especially the way things have been going this year with winning on the road, it's just been difficult in the SEC for our guys to win on the road.
Yeah, let's change the subject. We're in the middle of the opening weekend of baseball. Last night was the first Ole Miss baseball game of the year, doubleheader today against the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. And anything has your attention on the baseball team right now?
Well, I defer to your baseball guest and, of course, to Derek Vandergriff, but I want to see the pitching. He seems to think we're going to be just fine with the pitching. I've got a big buddy at work that is a huge baseball fan of Ole Miss, and he says he thinks we're still going to be all right with our pitching as well. So I think this team will go as long and as far as the pitching will take them.
I hate that the night games, they start so late and there's different streaming options because me being on the East Coast,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a situation to where like first pitch is like at 11:30 at night. And I was like, I'm not staying up that late. This isn't New Year's Eve.
Yeah, well, I'll be 58 next Wednesday. And I just don't have that coupled with, the cancer stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have the energy anymore to stay up that late.
Yeah. It gets difficult with me having post-game shows on football games like that were night games.
Right.
That's a difficult situation. There's no way I can make it to 3:00 in the morning for a baseball game in February. So I'll just check the box score of it and hopefully everything goes well.
Right. I don't think we'll have any problems with Hawaii.
Well, what kind of are you pre-spring football stories, spring football stories to watch? What are you going to be paying attention to?
Man, I want to see Austin Simmons. I think he is the future at quarterback. I've seen little bits and pieces. I've heard things from people, closer to the program, players, so on and so forth, about just how talented the young man is and how intelligent he is. And that and the transfers. I want to see how good the defensive line is because I think it's going to be very good. I think where PFF had us top 4, number 4 defensive line in the country, number 4 offensive line in the country, and man, We've never had that. We've had good defensive lines before. We've had pretty good offensive lines, but we've never had them at the same time. Not to that caliber. And I want to see the lines, and the front seven on defense. I want to see how the front seven goes. A lot of people are worried because of our DBs. We've got a lot of talent, but not a whole lot of depth as far as experience goes. But a good front seven makes an average DB look really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're talking about defensive line. I go back to like 1991, the Red Death defense, the Norman Hand, Tim Bowens.
Oh, yeah.
That's the last time I think the defensive line was up to this level. Now, the Parade Jerry, Greg Hardy, Marcus Tillman group, I was a good group as well. But I don't think that even that group would be as good as what this starting 4 players would be for Ole Miss. I think 91 is the year.
I agree. Tim Bowen and Hand were both one and dones. Mm-hmm. I don't think Tim Bowen ever attended a class. He was there for one semester and declared for the NFL. But yeah, these kids, I'm just really looking forward to it. And I think our secondary will come along good. We got our good old Corinth, Mississippi native Brian B. Brown back there helping with the secondary, and he's been a good secondary coach everywhere he's been.
Yeah, and I honestly think the defense is going to be fine, and we're going to have a situation to where Jackson Dart's going to walk into a game knowing that he needs to score 20 points to win. If he scores 20 points, he's going to win. And I think any quarterback that knows that and gets that going, I think it's going to be a lot easier for the offense to actually perform because of that leeway, that margin for error that he's going to have.
Yeah, nothing against, the team in the COVID season that we went 5-5, but we had to put a lot of points on the board to win those games. We had nothing near the defense that we're going to have next year. And God, I just can't wait to see these guys in the spring. I hate to steal something from Yancey Porter, but these guys really look good on the hoof. They look like when they get off the bus, they're going to be intimidating.
Well, Lane Kiffin said after the Georgia game that he wanted players that he wanted to look different when they got off. They wanted the look to happen, and that's who we recruited. And we'll see exactly how they look. Now, let's change the subject real quick before we get out of here and everybody can enjoy their weekend. My question is going to be uniform. So, first of all, give me your favorite uniform that Ole Miss has in their football set, if you want to, or you can do just all the major sports and everything.
Man, I love all of them. I love that the kids love all of them. But, I'm an old dude. I like the powder blue helmets and the red jerseys and the gray pants. But I've got nothing against all of them. I love the real tree helmets. I love the powder blue jerseys. I love all of it, the white helmets, everything. But just something about that powder blue helmet and the red jersey and the gray pants that just they just get it for me.
There's 2 uniforms that I want Ole Miss to bring back that they've worn recently. Well, one that they've worn recently and another they would have to invent new. But I would like to see the navy blue pants come back.
Mm-hmm.
I want the all navy blue to be an option to wear. I don't care if I don't care about the Rebels thing on the side. I just mean the navy blue pants to come back. And I think I want to see the white jersey with the navy blue numbers come back.
Oh,
the same thing they wore against Texas. Yeah, it's a fantastic look. And I want to see a powder blue version of that uniform.
That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I want.
Yeah, I think I love the fact that these guys are in tune with what the kids like. I can remember years back we were kind of like Alabama. There was no deviation at all. You had your set uniforms and that was it. But I love it that they get to wear a different uniform combo every game, and because I know the kids love it. That's the most important thing. It doesn't matter if nearly 60-year-old Tom loves it. It's do the kids love it?
I think we need a red helmet too.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, red helmet, navy blue face mask, I think, and maybe do the script M on the side.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah,
that would be cool.
That'd be pretty neat indeed. Anyway, thank you for making the Locked On Ole Miss podcast your first listen every day. We're free and available wherever you get your podcast, including YouTube. We're part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every single day. Tom Vanderford, thank you so much, man, and I'll see you next week, buddy.
Hey, always, buddy. Hotty toddy.
Hotty toddy.